one. Welcome to the podcast. HASSDISCUSSES. We have Silent Shit in the cut, and and he's got the Dodgers, on, and I don't know what you've been watching them lately. Are they like? It's not even fucking spring. It's the fall. I don't know. Do they do fall ball in the major league, or am I just stupid?
That's like they just got preseason and that, but they don't got no.
So like, what? Are you just a fan of LA teams, or is it just the Dodgers?
I mean, growing up, I've like LA's been in my family generation and everything, so we've always been rocking with LA just because that's where I'm from. Because I live in Northern California now, up in Vacaville, so yeah. So it's just something.
What other teams do you fuck with?
The Lakers and Rams, and then Dodgers, of course. You feel me?
So, what do you think of the Kyrie situation,
bruh? This is hey, bruh. I mean, it's his choice, bruh. It's what he want to do. It's what he want to do. Nobody can really like speak on it. You feel me? But like, it just is what it is, I guess, for now.
Yeah.
But that shit many though. Like, just like, not even the fact like they're making him get vaccinated, but the fact like he don't get to play if he don't get vaccinated. You feel me? Like, that's kind of fucked up. But, like,
I think I don't want to make a much of a statement. This ain't a political show, Sonny Bliss. But yeah. Well, this isn't a political show, but I'll say what. But I'll say
people might feel some type of way or whatever. But.
Yeah, I'll just say one more thing about that. Is like Magic Johnson played with AIDS, so like, you know what I'm saying?
And that's the thing, bruh. Exactly, that's the thing, though, bruh.
But like, and I don't know, bro. That shit's
it's definitely a touchy subject.
For sure.
For few, but yeah.
So you grew up in LA?
Yeah, in Riverside though, but I was always out from the IE going out to LA and everything because I got family out there. You feel me?
What's IA?
IE in Riverside. I was living up in Riverside.
Words.
And then like always commuting.
Yeah. So what was like growing up in LA like? Was it normal?
Honestly, yeah. The weather is just way nicer than what it is up here. You feel me?
So you're not rocking with Northern California, or do you fuck with both?
Like Northern California, I've always fucked with, but like when it comes to like the weather, bro, I think Southern California weather nicer, just because it's like always more hot than what it is up in the Bay Area, just because it's always so cold, literally by the ocean area. So.
But Northern California is fucking beautiful, though. I would say that, like physically.
It's not the best, bro. It's hella beautiful. I'm not gonna cap, bro. It's shit hella beautiful. Bro.
And there's a lot of shit to do, like not even just from a tourist standpoint, but I'm a tourist, and there's Hearst Castle. That's fun. That's more central, but still kind of northern. Hearst Castle. There's the fucking Monterey Bay Aquarium. That shit's fun.
Yeah.
And the trees and all that shit. And then there's the northern. I love Carmel by the Sea. You ever been there? That shit's fun.
Yeah, for sure.
That's just fun.
It's dope, bro. It's got like the nice views and everything. So yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, that's just beautiful. But what else is beautiful is your music, and it has a. I had to make the segue. I had to be slick.
That nigga said, "Oh my, that's hella funny." The way he said it, he's like, "What else are you?"
Yeah, but like, bro, I want to ask one thing. I want to ask one thing. The Western aesthetic to a lot of your shit, like, where does that come from? Like, not Western, like physically, you know what I mean, or geographically. I'm talking about like cinematically Western shit, like all the cowboy. Like, where does that come from? Like a lot of your covers and names and shit.
It just like, so I mean, how I see it now is like, hip hop is changing. It's just like rap, everything. It's just like evolving to like this sound, bro. That's just like evolutionized to what it was back then to how it is now. It's like way more different. So it's like I have to like try to play like a role and just kind of fit in. You feel me? Try to
Not Western like this. I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. I'm talking about like literal like cowboys on the covers.
Oh, you're talking about cowboy?
Yeah.
About, like West Coast, like.
I mean, we could talk about that, but I'm more interested in like the.
Yeah. No, I'm hearing you. Okay, so like.
Yeah.
Okay, so like the Western, the old good old. I was gonna say Old Town Road, but but like the fucking, I'm already knowing. So I don't know, bro. Like I saw that beat and was like, damn, that should actually go crazy. It reminded me on some Red Dead Redemption type shit. I was like,
so you're a fan of that game?
Oh, yeah, dude. I was like, let me see if I can like do something with it. I just did, bro.
Have you gotten into Western cinema?
Western cinema, like the most is probably like Wild Wild West, like them old Clint Eastwood movies, bro. Like it's a few. Not too
what much. I love about them is they're cold blooded. You know what I'm saying?
Oh me, they do be. They really do be.
And shouts out to Cold Blooded. He's a good rapper. Anyways, that's with a K if anyone's interested. Anyways,
shameless plug.
I mean, bro, he's pretty, like, he's an underground legend. Like, he has shit with Xavier Wolf and the Suicide Boys. Like, he's big.
Hey, that's tough. That's
bro, tough. And when I interviewed him, bro, he told me how he made a song with Lil Peep and, like, all that shit. And, like, oh, yeah, he has a song with Lil Peep, by the way. Yeah. But shit, man, like, now let's get back to the sound aspect. Like, you know, what type of sounds did you fuck with at an early age when it came to, like, music? Not just rap, but if you want to talk about rap, that'd be nice.
Like, bro, early, like when I was first listening to music, it was just like all based off the sound and like the pitches and the voice. So I was already fucking like, nigga, I got into Ye. That's when like 808s dropped, and like I was fucking with.
Is that the first Kanye you saw? Is it the first?
Yes, nigga, Ye. He did something different, right? Through the Wire, bro. Like he was making different sounds and like it was ridiculous.
You know what's crazy though about 808s and Heartbreaks? Made in 2 weeks.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Yeah. Like, yeah, bro. The man's a genius for that.
All these like clowns talking about, I'm gonna take a year to make a concept album and all that. Exactly. It's just kind of like, bro, just like put your fucking head down and like just make as much as possible. Doesn't matter how long it takes, you know what I'm saying? But that's the beauty of making shit so quickly is you can obviously go back and fix shit. You know what I mean? Like there's a beat I've been working on for like 2 to 3 weeks, and I've made like 14 different versions of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Shit, that's dope as fuck. But yeah, then now that's just from the music itself, like. And then when I like really started getting into like fucking with rap, bro, nigga, when I first heard The Way I Am, bro, by Eminem, bro, that shit just went stupid. I was fucking with the anger and like the hunger in his voice that like had him like going in and shit. So I was like, that shit tough. And then that's what like really put me on to fucking with music heavy. And I just like heard all that shit when I was like a little kid with my pops. So it was pretty dope.
Did your father get you into music?
You said what?
Did he get you into music like a lot, like your dad?
Yeah, like he put me on. I'm not gonna lie, like he really did. He like gave me the intro to all the shits and everything. But then like he just wasn't fucking with how the sound was evolving. It's like, yeah, it's kind of whack now. I mean, like
I
said, nigga, you tripping because I'm fucking with it all, bro. You feel me? That's dope.
Yeah, well, it's like, you know, you can't expect someone whose favorite rap album's Illmatic to like a Young Lean song. You get what I'm saying? Even though Young Lean's a genius, and he's like one of the biggest innovators in rap, he is like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of the newer shit, like it's very. I think what hip hop always was experimental music. You know, you really get to the roots of it. And when it came out, a lot of people were like, dude, all the music's based on sampling. How is this going to be popular when everything's based off of another thing? But when it became more popular, that's the beauty of it, is how rap like sort of packages together different aesthetics into one and then makes this beautiful fucking art form, you know? So,
exactly, bro. That's facts. That's nail on the head right there, bro. Yeah, exactly.
because that's like that. Well, you ask yourself like, why are the people doing the emo trap and the all of that shit today? I love it. You know what I mean? Like
I fuck with it too, bro. I'm already
you know what I
knowing.
mean? But it's
I'm
because
already knowing. Yeah,
it pulls
exactly.
from the heart of hip hop, because the heart of hip hop started with like disco, like slightly modifying disco beats,
So from
and like
jazz, yeah, exactly. It just
and,
all.
yeah, and
It's crazy,
like
bro. It's crazy for real.
that's why I love a lot of earlier like NWA, because like not just the F the police, like I get the significance of the F the police song, but I'm talking about
Yeah,
like, remember they had that one song like something to dance to, and they would be like get the Dr. J would do the DJ scratching, and it would be all
yeah.
like they made music to like roller skate to, like nobody like what I'm
Because
saying is like
how funky the beats were, bro. It was just like it was just something
yes,
different that nobody ever seen. So it was like really innovative type.
the same
Really.
way rap is pulling from emo and art and grunge and whatever all that is the
Yep,
same
exactly,
way
bro.
that people in the 80s or 90s were pulling from jazz,
Yeah,
funk, and disco.
yep.
Because you look at the drum patterns of a jazz song, like it's like it all sounds like rap before rap. You know what I mean? If you listen to the drum patterns from jazz
Yeah.
music, and that's why it's so easy to sample jazz stuff when people make rap music, because the drum patterns in the sample already fucking sound like rap music because of where that comes from. But like, what type of beats do you look for? Like, what type of sounds do you fuck with in the beats that you look for?
I'm fuck, bro. Like realistically, I fuck with all types of beats, but like what like could really start off with and fit my sound, probably just like some heavy West Coast bass dropping beats. You feel me? Whether it's like from LA or NorCal and Sac, because the bass, the fucking spark on the beats, bro. It be going stupid. It be going crazy. So I be trying to have to like match with how I go on it. You feel me?
You pick the beats with the
Whether
wettest
it's
bass possible.
literally, bro, and just like
Yeah.
have like a dark, smooth sound to it.
Dark and smooth. Yeah, because you take that sort of like, you and Chug, you take a like a very gothic and darker approach to the West Coast sound. Like that's why the fucking like the church, I forget what the church song was that Chug did.
Church cry.
That shit, you know what I mean? Like
Hey, bro.
that's like aesthetically pleasing, because
Hey.
there's a difference to making music, and there's a difference to like making aesthetically pleasing music.
Yeah.
Like the way you deliver your lines is like aesthetically pleasing in a sense where like you're going for something, because there's a difference between just rapping to rap, and then there's a rapping to go for a actual style of music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, they don't know their aesthetic and they just do whatever the fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you get what I mean.
I kind of hear where you're coming from exactly.
The best way I could sum it up is be like, your style.
Yeah.
Like, how'd you figure out how to like deliver your lines and shit?
I just go with the beat, bro. Really, I just really practice and think like how I'm feeling. You feel me? So it's like I go off of like emotion sometimes, or even uh like kind of like story time back from like whatever. You feel me? So it's like really all just relating to me and what I think and what I feel. So yeah, cause um yeah, the style in the West Coast, like literally, I just like all that silent shit, bro. Like, is literally that silent shit that like niggas has been like kind of like been bringing it up, but like it hasn't been like capitalized or like popular until I would say maybe Draco or like Briss hit the scene, bro. Like for real, and it's been crazy. But like when I first like saw the whole like it didn't even start with them, like in my eyes, bro. Because it started with like Chicago rap, the whole drill era, Godfather, bro. And I just went crazy, like with how it started, and like I just really caught on to it. And so I was just messing with like all the flows and everything that was happening, and looking for like heavy West Coast 808s beats and everything. It's just like how I be feeling. You feel me?
What older like West Coast artists do you mess with? Like pre 2005? You can count Lil B if you want. I was playing.
Lil B, bro. Lil B. Oh, you need to get that everywhere.
I will. I mean, I email him. We email a lot, but like, you know what I mean. People motherfuckers be busy. Like that shit was hard as fuck to get the Project Pat interview. Now it's actually really quick to get the project. Anyways, but what are you talking about? Pre 2005 artists you fuck with on the West Coast scene. Doesn't have to be West Coast, but I'd like to know about the West Coast shit, like Mac Dre or whatever you fuck with.
Yeah, bro. Mac Dre with the whole movement and everything in the Bay. I wasn't even like really fucking with Mac till like maybe later when I was living here, and the shit goes stupid. You get stupid for sure, bro. But yeah, like pre 2005, like I was fucking with just anyone that was like really playing, really, like whether it was fucking be Outcast, nigga.
Bro, I love fucking aliens, ATLians.
You bring them up, and I'm already knowing.
Outcast isn't like that's their best album. ATLians. Everybody would say Stank Tony, whatever the fuck. But I love the Aliens one. Like I love the use of female vocals on the album. Like I don't know who it was, but like there would be the two dope boys in a Cadillac type of shit, and they would get the female singers, and then they would on the other song they're like face down in the mainstream, or you know. There's the background vocals on the throw your hands in the air, like that shit.
Yeah. But like really my favorite era of all music is probably gotta be definitely mid 2000s in my opinion, just cause nigga that's when we already got like Eminem established and everything. But Kendrick came up, Vince Staples coming up, Earl Sweatshirt, all our Future, bro. It's just like to me, all that shit dropping, the underground West Coast was all hitting, bro. I was fucking with Hobson, bro. That nigga Hobson, like, his ill mind, bro, it was just something different from what I was fucking with. Like, I don't know. It's just, like, all storytelling. And it's, like, they're creating, like, movies, pictures, like, in your head to use your imagery from their lyricism. And that's all I was fucking with, like, consciously, you feel me?
So yeah, like, I don't want to hang out with people and play Hobson, but I do agree he's crafty. You know what I mean?
No, like, and that's the thing. Like, as... Nigga, you could say, that's fine. You could say he corny as fuck, bro. But you can't deny it, like the imagery.
He's crafty.
Exactly, bro. That's why they call him the Black Eminem. You feel me? But that's just like on a conscious level from like conscious rap. There's all different types of rap, obviously, and shit.
Yeah, like I'm never playing a Tom McDonald song around people, bro.
Exactly.
Like you know, but I like I like that he's like trying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like.
Hey, did that man just get a Eminem beat, bro, produced to him and shit, like from like crypto or coin or something, bro? I was like reading it, I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, but shit.
But we also said like you know the early West Coast scene. I think what's cool about that scene and what that is like the way the underground was booming at that time. You could also contrast that to like the Florida underground scene at the same time, like all that shit, like at the same fucking like all the late 2000s to early 2010s, bro. That's when underground music really like found its fucking lane, dude. And you know we were talking about Young Lean and shit. Like without the success of like you know like Raider Clan, Space Ghost Perp, and without the success of Chief Keef, and without the success of Odd Future. Young Lean would not have been able to come into America and make his lane because after all of these kids on the internet like Lil B and shit found their success, paved their lane, then Young Lean like fucking came in and I'm saying like what all the people that you just said, bro.
Yeah.
Like the fact that they were able to do all that shit like in their like 2000 and shit led for all the new cats that we listen to now.
Literally, bro, it's crazy. It's just evolutionizing. It's crazy, bro.
But here's another thing that I want to talk about is it's not one person. You'd probably agree with that. It's never one person.
No, absolutely.
Right?
It's never one person. Yeah, exactly. It's like a whole wave, right?
That's why I love what you were talking about with the whispering stuff. You brought up like fucking 5 different people, and that just shows that you're like fucking aware. Because motherfuckers make some music and they're just like, yo, they ought to, like when they start making music, they think that they're like the most like original like person ever, and it's like you know.
Yeah, exactly. And like just me starting music and everything, like I'm just I want to mess around with different flows, whether I'm still hitting the whispering flows and I want to switch it up to like maybe doing a melodic flow or doing a conscious flow, you feel me? Because I fuck with it all, bro, you feel me? Like that shit is all dope to me. Like nigga, my dad put me on Eric being Rakim or Rakim, you feel me?
Yes.
And I meant Rakim as because I was like in Wu-Tang. But Wu-Tang, yeah. And Wu-Tang, the whole 36 Chambers, bro.
Wu-Tang Clan strikes again. The RZA, the Jizza, Old Dirty Bastard, Inspector Deck, Raekwon the Chef, You God, Ghostface Killer, and the Method Man. Like, I always say the intro to Method Man just because it's like, I memorize that shit, but I have a vinyl of theirs. I don't really collect vinyls no more, but I love Wu-Tang.
Same, bro. But honestly, from my favorite East Coast rapper, probably Nas, bro. All time, it's gotta be Nas, bro.
But you know what's cool about him is his newer albums are really good. His new albums are fantastic.
That's what I'm saying, bro. They don't understand.
Like, I listen to King's Disease more than Illmatic, to be honest with you.
It's neck and neck for me. I fuck with Illmatic heavy.
I love Illmatic. I'm just saying, like,
King's Disease is really a great album.
Like, his newer albums are very listenable, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
And he has a couple loose tracks that you can find on the internet, like Surviving the Times. That's a good one. It's got, I forget what type of sample it has, but he has so much in, like, and the subject matter, too, has kept the authenticity, you know what I mean? Like, the shit hasn't ever, like, it hasn't changed in a good way, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all real, like, shit. I don't know. That's a really vague way of saying it. But, you know,
I hear you.
And the producers he worked with, Hit Boy, like, a lot of production was on King's Disease with Hit Boy. Are you a fan of Hit Boy and what he's done?
Hit Boy go crazy. His shit go stupid. It's definitely credible, bro. On me, that nigga got slaps.
Well, he made the Fellas in Paris song, so he's got that's gonna be listened to. What's that one by like that shit's gonna be like Beethoven shit, like 300 years from now. Like that's some like I will expect classes to be analyzing the lyrics of the Fellas in Paris song in the future.
Yeah,
it's pure poetry.
Man. If I just want Hit Boy to produce some more Kanye songs, bro. That shit would be amazing if they ever get along.
Or Kendrick too, man. Like fucking Backseat Freestyle. Come on now, that shit's. Is that the one where he's like, all I want money, but I respect my mind, you know? I think that's the. Big as the Eiffel Tower, so I can fuck the world for 2 hours. Goddamn, that shit. My mind is living on cloud 9. That shit. Oh my god.
When he said, "Oh my Lord Jesus, bro," that's why I'm hoping this next album he dropped, bro. It's crazy.
I want him to do more bold shit, like XXX, the song with U2. That's a bold song. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The first,
it definitely is dope.
It's bold,
definitely creative how he coming about it for sure.
But I feel like
even the whole damn album like was a whole different concept than what he's ever done. He always switches it, but like it was.
Yeah, man. But he can't. I don't know that he can top Good Kid, Mad City, in my opinion.
I have Good Kid, Mad City on vinyl, bro. Like that is definitely my favorite Kendrick album of all time. But To Pimp a Butterfly and Damn were so great, bro. It's like I don't even think anything could compare to
even Untitled Unmastered was good though. Like fucking the loose. He dropped the album of Lucy's. Just a bunch of like loose songs that were unreleased songs that unfinished songs. Like just it's called Untitled Unmastered.
Oh yeah, the Untitled, right? Even his, right, 1 through how many? 6, 8, 12. It was like all them tracks went stupid. Like they could. It reminded me of a To Pimp a Butterfly Part 2 in a way.
And
It's
CeeLo
like
Green was on it.
Man.
Yeah, and I know CeeLo Green's got some good rap songs from back in the day.
J-Rock on it too, bro. It's so crazy, bro. Like,
yeah,
them songs. Some of them songs could have easily been on To Pimp a Butterfly. Probably to make like I see like because he's trying to make a whole concept. So like obviously some songs are gonna slap more than the ones on the album. So makes sense. But get God on the phone, yeah, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Levitate.
Oh man, it's all slaps, right?
And the I can't explain the fucking CeeLo Green shit where he's saying, and that shit's a fucking masterpiece. But you got any like non-music influences on your music, if that makes sense?
Non-influence. Honestly, just like any, I would say like any of my childhood shows, fucking cartoons, whatever. Cause like I used to watch TV hella back then, bro. Even video games, bro. I was just like always and just using that in my raps, bro. Just be paying.
What console you play?
This gonna trigger a lot of people, but I'm an Xbox boy, so it's like, yeah, I grew up playing Halo and shit, so it's like all Xbox. You feel me? Xbox every day.
Yeah, bro. That shit sucks. So with the Xbox right now, like you can't get the new version, the new next gen and shit.
Yeah,
I played both, but it's so hard to get a new fucking console.
It really is, bro.
And there's a multiple factors. There's I think some like boat got stuck in the fucking some river, like, and it halted a bunch of shit for like 1 week, and it has like has like one of the biggest exports of like any goods that go into like America and shit. So it fucked up a bunch of industries, and there's a bunch of shit. Also, like they've only sold like 3 million copies or some shit, and like PS5 sold like 7 million.
Yeah. I don't know, that shit is crazy. I just want a fucking Series X.
You still haven't got one. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like I went to 5 stores yesterday looking for one, bro, like locally, and all of them were just like, no, we're not, like, we're expecting them in the second quarter of 2022, and it's like, what?
Right.
That's what Best Buy said, bro.
Man, Best Buy be homie niggas though.
Yeah. They got some good stereo shit there though. That's just fun to like.
Yeah, people do.
They'll give you like test runs and play like. And bro, speaking on fucking good music that they were playing at the stereo thing, they played fucking swimming pools to test the speakers and shit. And,
what? That's hella funny.
And then like that's like, cause the way he recorded it, like I heard this from the guy who was like read the whatever, and he said that Kendrick recorded it so the beat. He used stereo things, so he recorded it so the beat was on the bottom and the vocals were on the top. So that when you listen to it, the vocals are on the top when you listen to it with stereo equipment, and that the beat is on the bottom, so it's on the bottom, the beat is on the bottom, so it's like water and shit, so he's floating on the beat. Or some shit. So he engineered the sound or some shit.
Yeah, bro. Kendrick easily probably gonna be top 5 all time, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah.
That's.
I mean, and Drizzy though. Come on. What you think of Drizzy? Yeah, come on now.
You could, honestly, he's credible enough too, bro. Like the man's got like Billboard, like bro. He's breaking records.
But you know what's crazy about him?
You can't like.
But he makes good rap songs on beats where the percussion doesn't even sound like it's in the room. Does that make sense? Like Marvin's Room, you can't even hear the drums on it.
Nah, that's true.
It's all just a fucking tom going like doom, 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 doom. And what fucking 40 does is he like muffles it out, makes it sound like with fucking reverbs the fuck out of it. Man. And then he gets the woozy ass like flangers or whatever filtering they're using. and it makes it so like you can barely even hear the fucking like beat and the fucking. I don't know. Marvin's Room's a fucking masterpiece, bro, and it's not just like a because. Oh yeah, I mean, my home screen on my computer is Take Care and like, like you know what I'm saying?
No, I'm dead ass. It is Take Care, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it's my favorite album ever of all time, and I think it's the best album ever made. But that's just me. That's just me. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you to an extent.
To an extent.
Like,
I see a spider.
Take Care is Drake's best album all time. Period.
Oh yeah, like, and even the fucking bonus track, like, even the lyrics though, they're like piercing, and they're like, they represent the side of like, you know, toxic people, like not even just like guys, like it could be a toxic girl, but like the lyrics are fucking like I'm gonna bring the Hate Sleeping Alone Drake lyrics. And they're like fucking, they represent like everyone's side that they don't want to talk about. That's what's so good about the album. So like, here's the lyrics. She says, kiss me like you miss me, fuck me like you hate me, and when you're fucking someone else, just fuck her like she ain't me. Damn, those words are scary. Those words are scary, Virgin Mary. I just tell her it's scary. I was in love 2 years ago and gave the baggage to my ex. It's all for her to get. Like, he's like, this is the more lyrics that I really fuck with, where he's like, fuck, what did he say? He's like, I get off topic, don't I? I'm so hard to talk to, and I get off topic, I get popping. Like, all this fucking weird shit where he's, like, talking about all his, like, insecurities, and it's, like, to the point where he's, like, he's, like, beating himself up on, like...
Yeah, on the beat and everything, yeah.
On the beat. Like, and that's why I love it so much. You know what I mean?
That's right, bro.
That's why 808s and Heartbreaks is so good, too. You know what
literally, I mean? Bro. Like, this nigga's influence, bro.
Yeah, I do know shit about it, yeah. But I think, like, Take Care is, like, a way more, like, evolved version of 808s and Heartbreaks, and it's more, like, rappy. Because, like, what he did is he mixed, like, the synths and percussion of 808s and Heartbreaks and brought, like, a sort of Houston sort of style to a lot of that shit. He brought a lot of influence from, like, Houston and a lot of some like West Coast shit, but he like samples DJ Screw in it, and he also pulls a lot from like cloud rap. Like it or not, bro, Drake makes really good cloud rap. He's very inspired by Lil B. You can't deny that Drake is inspired by Lil B. They've even sampled the same songs together.
Nice. Nah, you speaking facts, right? That's that man is easily inspired by Lil B.
And so is ASAP Rocky. But you know what sucks about ASAP Rocky is Drake, a lot of people disagree about this, is he tries to give people credit to who he's talking, to who he's inspired by. He tries to. He doesn't do it well all the time. Quentin's an example of him not giving proper credit. You know what I mean? Because, like, when Kanye gets a ghostwriter, he fucking tweets him out and he's like, yo, I love you, thank you. You know, and everybody knows that shit because Kanye just doesn't shut the fuck up because that's why people love him.
He make sure it's known, nigga.
But, like, ASAP Rocky, bro, he just kind of sounds like Lil B in Space Ghost Perp.
Yeah.
Like his earlier shit. And I just think like what ASAP Rock like he just did is pulled a lot from underground music and just fucking he just stole a lot of people's sounds and styles and just got big off of that shit. What do you think of ASAP Rocky though? You could be positive about
ASAP Rocky is an amazing artist in my opinion. I think he's definitely one of many great artists from the East Coast. Easily, like, maybe top 5, bro. 2000 rap, bro, from the East Coast. Like, bro, he's put up so much hits. His albums, Long Live ASAP, and, yeah, bro. The whole his concepts, like, went stupid crazy, in my opinion. And I just see him, like literally, and that's why Kendrick even called him Out of Control is like one of the greatest, like, to ever touch a mic too. And he got inspirations from all who we were speaking about, like on the East Coast shit and everything. So he's definitely Testing was an amazing album. I think it was good, but
yeah,
I'm just waiting on him to drop some more heat, bro. You feel me? He needs to keep going. But shit, shout out Riri though.
Yeah. I think he's a bit preoccupied at the moment.
He's in his bag, bro, and I hate, bro, that man doing his thing, bro, for real.
I just wish that he would have given credit to like Space Ghost. Do you know about like the Space Ghost Perp scenario? Like, so let me explain to you. So Space Ghost Perp makes like an album called a mixtape called Blackland Radio 666. So this project is like dark as fuck. He samples all old like Memphis shit, and he creates funk, which is this dark ass subgenre of rap where he like creates the trill wave shit with all the chop and screwed vocal. Like people were doing that, but he brought it back, and he starts wearing all black. He gets the like hieroglyphics, and he starts Raider Clan with like Denzel Curry, Xavier Wolf, all these people in Florida. He creates the Florida rap scene, bro, like and makes it what it is today and shit. And then basically fucking Rocky and Ferg are just kind of dropping loud drill music, and they don't really know what they're doing. And then they see
Ferg definitely is Rocky kind
like no, I'm saying like before Purple Swag drops. So what happens is so Blackland Radio 66 comes out, and then Rocky gets introduced to Space Ghost Perp and starts listening to him, and he creates Purple Swag, which is a homage to the trill wave genre, and basically he starts making a bunch of music that sounds like Space Ghost Perp. So what happens is Rocky so Space Ghost Perp hits him up and is like, bro, I love your music, it sounds a lot like my music, we should work on music. So then what happens is Rocky and the whole ASAP crew, they fly out Space Ghost Perp, or I don't know if they fly him out, but he just goes up to New York, because Space Ghost Perp from like Miami and shit, Carol City, 275. And they start linking up, making music, woo woo, and they start performing in front of Drake, and they're doing all this dark shit where he's like, possessed, bitch on fire, look in my eye. Like, it's like dark ass, like fucking, like metal sounding fucking rap, dark as fuck before anyone's doing this style, wearing the black nails and shit. Space Ghost Perp started all that shit. He's got songs like The Black God and all this cool shit. And then basically what happens is like ASAP Rocky starts stealing lyrics and shit, and then basically there's this big ass beef between ASAP and Raider Clan, and they start fighting and then there's like every show they start fighting, they start jumping each other.
I think I heard about this beef. It was with ASAP and Raider. Oh shit. Raider Clan.
So what I'm trying to get at is like, I fuck with ASAP. I agree with you. He puts out great albums.
Yeah.
But some people forget where they come from. You know what I mean?
I hella forgot about that beef, bro. That was hella long ago, and I know. Oh my god, that's hella funny about it though. But yeah.
But here's the thing that you will agree with me. I'm gonna tell you something. You would agree with me. ASAP Rocky did do justice to Clams Casino beats. All of the songs, like
he did.
Like he like all the cloud rap Clams Casino beats. He like wrote great songs. Then like Levels is a good one by him, like Level and Angels, like Long Live ASAP. It's a good fucking project. You know what I'm saying? Fucking Problems. You know what I'm saying?
One Train. That man, bruh. Big Crit. Oh my god.
And he got Santa Gold on the track.
Man.
And and you know what's crazy? Fucking Problems. That shit was produced by Drake.
Damn.
But and 40, but like crazy. he picked out, like he did all that shit, like, and his producer tag is like C Poppy, Champagne Poppy, or it's not on the beat, but anyways, shit.
That'd be hella funny if he did make one on the beat.
He got to do more beats, bro. Like I think if Drake started making beats, dude, it would be insane. It would be like fucking. It would break the industry, bro, because like more than his shit already does, because he has the resources to get anyone he wants, but like if he starts making beats, he can get lessons from whoever he wants. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he hella could too.
Like he could get Dr. Dre.
Dope fact to have in the game, bro. Getting beats by Drake, that shit would be dope as fuck for real. If people just start doing it, like, cause there are plenty of artists that be doing it already, like hella. It's just like they're just trying to stay versatile with the shit. That'd be something I for surely want to get into along the road. You feel me? that and acting, but
it's just more control. You want to do acting? Ooh, we know we can talk about this.
Bro.
Where does this urge come from?
My family, bro. My aunt, my uncle, and my grandpa, they all act. So it's like, yeah, seeing them on TV kind of inspires me, bro. Low key.
They're on TV and shit?
Yeah. My aunt was on Sneakerhead with King Batch. And was like one of the cashiers for them. And then like my grandpa, he stayed doing commercials and shit, like Geico commercials and all that. He's like always in the back, Milky Way. It's dope.
That is amazing. That's fucking. Now I know where the gene comes from. The urge to create, the urge to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's a ship thing, I guess you can say, bro.
That's your last name, right? Ship.
Yeah, bro.
That shit's cool though. Like that's a cool last name. Is it 2 P's like on the last name? Like
yeah.
That's what's up. That's
totally is.
So shit. I mean, I think we covered all we could cover, but this shit was a good interview. I feel like I heard a lot, about like why you want to do this shit, and I fuck with you, bro. But we should do another one sometime within the next few months.
Bro. I'm heckin' down. Yeah, it's for sure been dope talking with you and everything. Cool ass nigga for sure, right? You know your shit about everything too, so it's like, yeah, we can for sure.
I mean, and so do you, man, and that's why I fucking respect you a lot after this interview. Thank you.
It's just all from experience, bro. What I seen, what I know. So yeah, bro, and shit. So
you got any shout outs before we wrap this up?
Shout out my team for being the Bay Area SF Giants. You feel me? We going straight to the World Series. Hopefully, we'll see. So, yep, just had to beat them niggas. And then, shout out Chug about, y'all stay tuned for Church Cry Part 2, remix type, so we'll see. And then, I'm finna be, projects is delaying right now just because I got shit to handle, got shit to take care of real quick before I get in the stew and just start popping off, you feel me? But, yeah, y'all could follow me at silent.ship. Or I mean on the snap at Devon shit, you feel me? So it's all good. Just trying to do my thing. You feel me?
Of course. Yeah. Thank you for coming on and peace out.
Thanks for the interview, bro. I really appreciate it.
Peace.
Yep.